Welcome to the final, for real this time, episode of Dynasty Warriors 6. And folks, it is long overdue for me to finally put an end to this game. Long overdue to do this one. And to be honest with you, compared to the last battle, it's not really much, to be honest. Oh, and by the way, this stage should look quite familiar to you. Remember the Wu territories? That's what this stage is. Yeah, we're practically doing this as a version of Shu. Let me reiterate what I had to go through to get this. I had to beat that god-awful stage in the last part, and completely beat Zhang Liao's playthrough. Not only that, but the Battle of Changban. Which, by the way, in order to unlock Zhang Fei, you had to beat him as one of the target requirements. I unlocked him and had to go through the trouble of I had to go through certain stages first before having to go through the trouble of dealing with Changban before finally beating him to unlock Liu Bei. And here I thought I had to unlock Liu Bei to get the stage. No, I had to actually unlock Zhang Fei first. But the worst part about this is, I did all of that, and this is the easiest stage in the game. Even on the hardest difficulty. You just have to be at level 26 or 27, even on Chaos Mode, just to do it. But I'm not going to go on Chaos Mode. Do you want to know why? It's a waste of goddamn time. And that's probably the reason why Zhang Fei is at the strength that he is. Because, yeah, I actually beat this guy on Chaos Mode. And he's only at level 28. And needless to say, I don't really want to play Chaos Mode again, because, let's face it, it's not even worth my time. And unfortunately, that's only one mission in Chaos Mode. Thing is, you have to beat every single requirement in Chaos Mode just so you could get the achievements. And no, I'm not gonna do that. Achievements aren't worth something that will not reward you with something physical within the game. So what we're doing here is practically mauling soldiers. One of the targets is to get 7 soldiers, at least of Yuan Shu's, to be eliminated. Also, there is the South Fortress that needs to be taken. And there's one last thing. 9 of your soldiers have to survive before you take the main camp. So, yeah, there's that. Easy peasy. And do you want to know why? Because later on in this stage, of course, just like with Wu's version of this stage, which is the Battle for the Wu territories, there will be interference. Interference from some of the characters that happen to be a part of Yuan Shu's army that's coming to the aid of Yuan Shu. And just like that, Sun Ce and his forces will chime in, and they will actually take that South Fortress for you, meaning there would be absolutely no point to try to convert right now, because by that time they would have already taken it and it would account towards your target. So yeah, that's kind of a messed up thing. But the one thing you want to watch out for, want to make sure that Liu Bei or Sun Qian, I do believe, do not die, because if either of those two die, that's the whole ball game. But thankfully, if you kill most of the officers, you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, there's not much to say about this stage. It's pretty much the second stage. I mean, it's pretty much actually part 2 of the Dynasty Warriors 6 Musa playthrough, where I practically fought the abridged version of the Wu territories. And that's pretty much what this is. They literally ran out of ideas with this. And I just one-shot a lieutenant. Yeah, they have practically ran out of ideas altogether. So there's really not much to say about this stage.
Thank you for aiding us.
So that means I can give my final thoughts. Whoever rushed this game should have been fired. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put slowdown in Dynasty Warriors 8, all of them, for every version, should have been fired. Whoever thought that putting Samurai Warriors 3 and making it exclusively for the Wii and Japanese only for the PS3 needed to be fired. I mean, I will respect Koei because Koei has tried to look out for the fans, but this game right here was solely to try to get the game journalists to stop giving them bad scores. And it didn't help. In fact, it made it worse. Although Empires tried to fix all of the problems that Dynasty Warriors 6 had, it really wasn't a complete game. In fact, again, like I said, Empires is better than this game. And Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires is better than this game, and would have been better played standalone. However, you can stand to get, I mean, you can at least get like 10,000 bonus points from playing this game with Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires. But the worst part is, here's the thing, once you actually carry over data from Dynasty Warriors 6 to Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires, there's certain songs that was used specifically in Dynasty Warriors 6 Special that was locked behind this game and could have been unlocked if there wasn't like what DLC or an Extreme Legends mode made for this game. But that's the thing, they didn't do that. So like I said, whoever thought this was a good idea should have been fired. Oh, and here comes Sun Tzu. Notice I didn't talk about the stage because quite frankly all you're doing is mindlessly killing people. And you're doing the same thing over again. I mean, there's not much to say. Try on Liu Bei and Sun Qian and just beat the shit out of everybody that gets in your way. Yeah, that's going to be another thumbs down on my part. Somebody's going to hate it and somebody's going to probably unsubscribe. But you know what? In that. Oh, and by the way, this kind of, I mean, this will probably be the last game duels will ever exist. But the fact that there's at least duels in this game, as opposed to Dynasty Warriors 5, that kind of was, at least a step up, but 7 took duels completely out of the game. And we haven't seen duels ever again until we go to Arena Mode in Dynasty Warriors 9. Yeah, I still question some of the decisions. But again, this game was solely to try to please the game journalists. Never try to please the game journalists, because they can't be pleased. No matter how much you try, they will always try to do something or say something completely offhand to rate a game that they always had a bias for and will constantly have a bias for. Despite the fact that the game of the years they always throw out, like, I don't know, God of War, Call of Duty, they constantly button mash too. In fact, they also have action commands as well, which up until 9, Dynasty Warriors did not have. Wait, oh, I don't know, wait, they had action commands in 7 and 8, but not as egregious, like part of the combat, like until Dynasty Warriors 9. But still, the thing is, I will try to support Koei so long as they don't constantly screw me over. And yeah, it was kind of a dick move to what they did with Samurai Warriors 3. It was an extreme dick move. And what they did with this game, it could have been so much better. And you want to know what else? It was a major league dick move with what they did with Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends up until, well, last year. They literally waited till last year to put Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends on Steam. Are you fucking kidding me? That should have been out on either Xbox 360 or that should have been out on PC. I mean, what took them so long? Oh yeah, and they have Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends on the Switch, with all of the DLC intact. Whoever is making these decisions should be fired, plain and simple. I don't care if it's the CEO of Koei, they should be freaking fired. But enough ranting, let's just finally end this game once and for all. We finally need to take care of the main camp. So all we need to do is practically kill everybody that is within the vicinity of the main camp and drop the base counter down to 0 so that we don't have to worry about dealing with anybody. Okay, let me try this again. We have to drop the base counter down to 0 so that we could get the target for this stage. So it's not that hard to do, really. Just kill a couple of officers that aren't named Yuan Shu, and you'll be just fine. Because some of your soldiers are going to be striking down guard captains and corporals and chopping down the base number all the way down to 0. Yeah, see what I'm doing right now? So, at the end of the day, again, this is exactly what you had to do with Sun Ce and the Wu forces that actually had the stage. It's pretty much a repeat, just didn't have a cutscene where where Wu just showed up to join in on the battle. They had a cutscene beforehand and a cutscene afterwards, but they didn't have a cutscene during the initial battle. So yeah, there's that. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to finally finish off Dynasty Warriors 6 after, like, when did I did this? Like, late 2018? Yeah, like I said, 6 months. Because I did this way in, I do believe, August. Yeah, it took me some time to beat this game. And I finally did it. I finally got all the stages. I am done. And by all the stages, I mean all the playable stages. I don't mean all the versions, I mean all the playable stages. So, on that note, that's it. We no longer have to deal with Dynasty Warriors 6 ever again. Now, I may have to redo Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires for quality due to the fact that I'm no longer going to, well, the fact that I could actually stream up to, or upload up to 1080p, or at least up to 720p. It would be a lot better to actually have videos that are 720p than as opposed to maximum 360p, or in the case of the Dynasty Warrior 5 videos, maximum 240p. Yeah, I gotta redo those Empire videos at least. Eventually, though. Eventually, because it's gonna take me a while to redo all of them. But, yes, at least I could scratch off Dynasty Warriors 6 as a playthrough that's not gonna be taking up a whole couple of years. Unlike Dead or Alive, which should have been already done, but has not been. I'm still working on that. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys as we continue on with Dynasty Warriors 4. We're almost done with that. We got a couple of more videos left, and then after that we'll be done with Dynasty Warriors 4. I'd say about maybe 5 or 6 videos left. 7 tops. See you guys next time.